Okay, so just finished the body weight workout, and so just quickly went through some warm ups and some dynamic. Went through some alternatives you may do if it's not suitable for your condition or it doesn't feel good for how your body's feeling, your joints are feeling, and it's a point of a reminder of with everything that's going on how important your health, your fitness is, and what that comes down to. It comes down to a thing called hormesis, and that's something that's like a little bit of stress that doesn't kill us, fires on these primordial mechanisms all within ourselves to be better, to be fitter, to be more robust for the environment that could be quite hard, right? So you go for your run and you push yourself, or you do the circuit and you cover 2 rounds of that, and you may take the more dynamic stuff and you push yourself. Your body has to adapt to that, and it adapts to that through that process called hormesis. Okay, so if you have things too comfortable, your body's systems aren't so robust, right? And I think with the highlight of this virus that's going on, and we talk about health conditions, what is a health condition? Well, the thing is, it will basically mean that our immune system is compromised. So being immune compromised means our body cannot fight anything, you know, COVID-19, common cold, influenza. With regard to the symptoms you may get, will be to how your army inside, how the cells inside your T cells, your white blood cells, can go and create antibodies. And that's why some people, our neighbours we know, that may get a common cold when the kids were young, and they'd get a common cold and it'd be terrible for them for a couple of weeks. Now, a common cold may go through their school, go through their class, and the boys may get a sniffle for like a day, and that will go. Why? Because their body's T cells are producing the antibodies to beat the common cold, which is a coronavirus. This COVID-19 is new, and so that's why its symptoms can be quite harsh. The T cells aren't familiar to what it looks like, and so it goes deep within the lower part of the lungs, which flu comes up in the higher tract of the lungs, and COVID goes deep down. So you want your immune system to be pretty robust, and that means the things I pointed out on the 4 pillars, and that's focusing on how you're eating, getting the colour in your food, getting those compounds to help the body. The body can survive on anything, all right, but it's not going to survive optimally. And basically, when we get through this, we want to be able to live optimally. We want to have vitality. We want to feel as if we've got lots of health and fitness. But for that, you have to challenge yourself. And this is part of that 10-day challenge. If you're used to doing something, do a little bit more, push a little bit harder. But on the backside of that, there's also the working in. And that's kick your ass into bed on time. Stick to a routine. Don't drink too much alcohol. Don't drink more alcohol to deal with the anxiety of all the news that's out there. Like I said to you before, have social media and news hygiene. Don't overconsume. Watch where you get your news from. Only taste what's relative, and then don't go back in. I checked in this morning. I haven't checked back in. Okay, adhere to the things that have been set out to us, and if when we check in on the morning, then if we have to do something different, we'll know in the morning time. But you don't have to overconsume. You don't have to try and wash it away with too much alcohol or staying up really late watching films or whatever. Look, have some fun. Stick to a routine. Like I said, routines are the glue of the things that we do. And your body wants to live optimally. So let's not get in the way. What we can do consciously is train, push ourselves, whether you've got a house and you can go outside, or whether you do my circuit and you do that inside in a 1-bed studio. It really doesn't matter. But you have to do something. But that doesn't mean kicking yourself into the floor and annihilating your body in which it can't recover. It's that little bit, it's that gentle persuasion. So with today, I just went through it, just did the body weight circuit, done a couple of those. Then I went over and I did 10 minutes of kettlebell with some skipping. That's all good. Some of the movements I pushed myself more than usual, but it wasn't pushing everything more than usual. So if these things are kind of new to you, don't think that you've got to go crazy. In fact, you only need to do just enough. And it's just slowly pushing in a linear fashion, slowly pushing your body's expectation of what it should do to the environment to a higher standard, to a higher level. So like I say, focus on how you're working out, body weight movement like I just highlighted there. Focus on how you're doing the working in. That's what time I get into bed, what's the nutrition I'm eating. And I tell you what, one question that's come through actually through the website. So a few people of you have asked about supplementation. Well, to be honest with you, we should be getting everything we need through whole food sources. But because of the quality of the food that we get nowadays, and the soil isn't actually so great, we don't get so many minerals in the food that we get. And so my advice would be to buy a food-based vitamin and mineral supplement. Now it would say food-based on there, so basically it means it's more bio available through the digestive system than if you get more of a synthetic, and what your liver will do is it will just kick it out, right? It will excrete it out, wee it out, and sweat it out. It just doesn't want to deal with it. So not all vitamins are the same. Get the food base, and basically you can get it into your body a little bit easier, so it's there'll be more active ingredients for your body to deal with. Now what that means is you have that, you know, food-based vitamin on top of your nutrition. It's not in place of. So with regard to with the family, the kids and myself, we'll get a food-based vitamin, and we'll have that on top of all the fruit and the veg that we're having in the day. Like I say, your body can survive. We want it to be optimal, so we want it to have everything it needs to be optimal. We don't want to get in its way too much. But then on the other side of that, we want to have fun. Okay, so go and have your fun food, fun drink, but maintain some balance within that. So working out, working in, focus on the sleeping, enjoy your glass of wine, have a nice glass of red wine, get those polyphenols into the system. Don't overdo it. This is not a time to be overdoing anything. And like I say, keep to the routine, get your ass into bed, you know, get some good sleep under. If you wake up in the morning, which are, you know, some of you people have also mentioned on DM'd me, look, you know, if you wake up because there's so much going on within the head, it's okay, just lay there. Just don't pick up your phone, don't do anything like that. Just lay there, and your body knows best, and it will eventually get back to sleep. Key thing is not to get on your phone, not to try and distract yourself to sleep, because generally that's not going to work. You know, it's too stimulating for the mind. So listen, have a great afternoon, okay? I'll catch you tomorrow, and be healthy.